Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Will. It is Monday the 10th, and we got another exciting week lined up. Tomorrow, I will be in Chapel Hill to speak with Scott Maitland about Top of the Hill Restaurant and Brewery, as well as Topo Distillery. So he owns a brewery and a distillery. I don't know anybody else that does. I'm sure he's not the only one, but so he has an interesting perspective, of course, on everything. And Scott has been on the podcast before. It's been many years, but Scott's a great guy, somebody that we respect a lot. He was in our first book, and we've gotten to know him well and really enjoy hanging out with him and always learn from him. So then we'll have Sean Lilly Wilson at Full Steam over in Durham. Full Steam Brewery has been very successful. He was on the podcast about a year and a half ago, and they've had a lot of growth and have done a lot of things since then, so we're going to kind of catch up on that. And this is really fun doing these brewery podcasts because, well, they're all fun. Restaurants are too. Every one of them is, of course. But, you know, one of the things that we're starting to learn, and we've talked about it on the podcast with one or two of these owners, is that craft beer is like 10 to 15% of the market right now. And most of them believe that it's going to be upwards of 50% over the next decade. So while I used to kind of scratch my head and wonder, how can all these breweries open all over the place and be successful? Now, you know, it's become clear that there's room for a lot of them because this is where people want to go. They want to go hang out at breweries. And if you go to them, of course, as I was at Steel Hands Brewing in Casey, South Carolina on Saturday, there's every demographic is hanging out. And there's families hanging out at these places. They have live music, kids are running around, dogs are running around. It's a good, amazing to say this is a brewery, but just a good, safe place to take your family, a fun place for everybody, particularly when there's food available, good menus with good food, or a lot of them will have food trucks, of course, if they don't serve food. And so consider this an industry that will keep growing, and we'll learn more about distilleries. I have not really, other than Karen Hoskin at Montana Rum, have not really spent a lot of time with many owners of distilleries. So we'll learn more from Scott tomorrow, and we'll look forward to doing more distilleries this year as well. But this is certainly the year of breweries and distilleries for this podcast, with certainly plenty of restaurant people mixed in as well. We'll never tire of doing that, and we'll always enjoy it. But certainly a growing segment, breweries. I'm going to assume distilleries are too. A lot of fun things happening. We may have one other episode this week. I haven't confirmed it yet, so I won't announce that. But a current customer who has been on the podcast but has a new concept that's just opened, and we'll go from there. Thank you all for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it. At Schedulefly, we are very, very invested into sharing the stories of the people we serve, inspiring people that listen to those stories and learning about the industry, and just keeping a great conversation going with independent restaurant owners, brewers, distillers, and we'll also start doing some boutique hotels. We're very thankful and lucky and excited that we serve a lot of boutique hotels, so that's something that we'll do as well. We've never had that on the podcast, but this is all hospitality, and that's what this is about. It's about independent hospitality people and the amazing value they provide to the communities they serve in so many different ways. It's an amazing industry. We're thankful to be a part of it. We're thankful to have this opportunity to share these stories, and we're thankful that you're listening. So we appreciate you. More coming soon. See you.